Come on, Pay. Good, go!
Payton Washington was an outstanding cheerleader, earning 4 world silver medals, 10 NCAA championships, and 3 majors championships, all before signing to Baylor, by far the #1 acrobatics and tumbling university in the nation. But the weekend before her last chance to compete at the world's biggest stage, she almost lost it all.
My friend thought that she was getting in her car. I mean, it was pitch black. It was midnight, so she thought she was getting in her car, but it wasn't her car, and he was sitting in the passenger seat of his car, so she got in the driver's seat and then rushed back out. So she got in our car, rolled down the window, tried to say she was sorry, and then he just shot the car 14 times.
Her coach of 8 years at the time, Kevin Tonner, was the first person to get the news of the shooting. After flying to the hospital at 2 a.m., Kevin shared his experience with Payton.
It was kind of hard to express, It was tough. It was very tough. The first time I walked in the room, her mom Angela was there, and we just kind of sat for a second, and I grabbed Peyton's hand, and her finger kind of moved and grabbed my hand. I think she knew I was there. She could hear me, so that made things better at that moment. But it was extremely tough. Something I hadn't really been through before.
But as details about Payton's condition unfolded, a scarier realization hit.
Okay, so I got shot 3 times, 2 in my right leg, 1 in my back, which I didn't know until after surgery, but it did rupture my spleen. I had 2 shots in my stomach. They took a lobe from my pancreas, and I had 2 shots in my diaphragm as well, which I also only have 1 lung.
Payton was born with a cystic malformation on her right lung. At 6 months old, her lung was removed.
So I had a cystic malformation on my right lung that they found. So we decided to remove it when I was 6 months old. So I no longer have I think I have a quarter of my right lung left. So basically just 1 lung that's filling that whole space. But the doctors were like, children's lungs don't mature fully until you're 9 years old. So they're like, let's get her in a sport and build up that lung. Let's get it strong, let's get it pumping. And then I accidentally just fell in love with the sport.
As teammate Marissa Bradley recalled, the team and cheer community rallied their support.
We came together and we prayed a lot for her and went live for that as a gym. And then at Worlds, we brought out a picture of her and then also a senior sash that we had for her and brought it out on the floor whenever we competed day 1. And at Worlds, there was a moment of silence for kind of just the whole cheer community and everyone that was at Worlds to just honor her.
With nationwide support, Payton's team started a GoFundMe that covered all of her medical bills. A year after the night that changed her life, Payton has fully recovered and is back to normal, which for her means taking the mat at the national championship. As a freshman, Payton and the rest of the Baylor Bears are hoping to bring home a 9th consecutive title.
We do that a lot, not realizing that tomorrow could be your last day or that this could be your last cheer practice. So it's take every step, cherish it, every memory, and just live life to the fullest.